Hello and welcome to another update video about EGLD. EGLD is currently still following the forecast. We're still in the larger support region. In the last video I shared with you, in the last videos actually, that there's still a good chance to get into this region between $48.40, that's the 38.2 retracement, and $44.70, which is the 100% extension level of wave W. And that's a key target range for wave C of Y. Okay, so obviously the entire support region stretches all the way down to $41.80, but ideally the price does hold this area and would then reverse before breaking. That is wave 4 currently. I mean, we can still, this might morph into a triangle. There are still many more options that or more, let's say, routes that the price could take really. And at the moment though, I'm counting that as a complex WXY correction. And in the Y wave, yeah, we have an ABC. And that C wave could be nearly complete. Just be aware, sometimes these ideal targets are not reached. We've already seen the price come nicely into the support region. We all know that wave 4 corrections are usually sideways corrections and they can take a long time. So they can be very frustrating. That's exactly what we've seen. This correction started at the top of the third wave in December. So really long correction. But we could be close to completing it. See, we have 3 waves. That's what we want to see in a correction. We are in the third wave, I believe in the late stages of this correction, maybe even in the late stages of the wave C of Y of 4. So that's all good. It takes a break above the B wave high as early evidence and indication that the low is in. That level is at $64.80. We need to see a break above that level to really have a first indication the low is in. But, well, that's actually already solid confirmation. Maybe the earliest indication would be a break above this high at $57.25. Now, if we want to label the C wave, see, we can say this is a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, which was quite aggressive, and a 5. So that already tells you that we are really close to possibly completing this correction, very close. And it might really just need a few more squiggles lower in wave 5 of C of Y. But then again, until we get a break above that wave 4 high, which again topped at around $57.25, we can't really say that the low has formed. Yeah, so we need some kind of indication, some kind of evidence that the low has formed. It does look somewhat complete structurally here, but ideally I want to get it a little bit closer to that 100% extension range, or at least here to the 38.2 retracement. So $44, I would say, $44.70 would be really the ideal target. But there are typically, you can measure the length of the wave W and you get that ideal target for the Y wave. That's obviously $44.70. And then you have the ideal, what you normally call ideal target for a fourth wave. That's the 38.2 retracement level, and the price already reacted here a couple of times to that area. So we might just test it again. Bear in mind, there's also going to be some structural support in the same region. So that's all currently looking good in terms of trend continuation here lower within the correction as per the forecast. Once the wave 4 is completed, we can calculate a target for the fifth wave to the upside more precisely. At the moment, it's I have to rely on the larger degree targets. We've got $87.30 as one level, but then $100 is another one. But they can still shift a little bit. We can calculate those targets more precisely once the wave 4 has bottomed and we have some initial evidence that wave 5 to the upside has started. And that start of wave 5 should really, it should start, it should be marked in this orange support region. Bear in mind that the wave 5 is likely going to be an ABC structure. So that's going to be a bit tricky to determine if a low is really in, because the A wave, again, could be a 3-wave move, all right? And that's why, it would look probably more like this. So A wave, B wave, C wave, then off wave 5 of 1. I can actually shift that all over a little bit. Just be aware, this sort of A wave then is obviously, it can be a 5-wave move. But especially in this cycle, I observe more and more that also the A waves themselves are 3-wave movements. So you see a lot of corrective structures in this cycle, not very impulsive, and that just makes it potentially difficult to really determine where the wave 4 or if the wave 4 has indeed formed a low. But I'll keep you updated, so it should look like that. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.